You went undercover to a meeting of the Citizens Commission on Human Rights. Now, what exactly is that?
Well, we went to 3 meetings of the CCHR, or Citizens Commission of Human Rights, which is a wing of Scientology dedicated to fighting psychiatry, which it says is the reason why our society is failing. The meetings were led by Paul Fletcher, who's the director of CCHR's London branch, and Stefania Sisko, a director of special affairs for Scientology. And watching over us while we met was an imposing 6-foot-high portrait of L. Ron Hubbard, which dominated the meeting room, along with rows and rows of his books. And much of the meetings were spent watching videos which set out Scientology's views on psychiatry and why they believe it's harmful to us.
Right, so how is this linked to their work on the 7th of July last year?
Well, CCHR believes that mental illnesses, including post-traumatic stress disorder, don't actually exist, but are just a fraud invented by psychiatrists as part of a plan to gain social control. And they also believe psychiatrists, or psychs as they call them, are so dangerous that Scientology actually has a duty to protect the public from them in times of crisis. And we discovered that was exactly what they tried to do on the streets of London on the day of the bombings almost 12 months ago.
I was reading on the CCHR website how, CCHR went out after 9/11.
Right, yeah.
You know, go to the site and say, look, you don't have to go to a psychiatrist.
That was a volunteer minister.
That was volunteer minister. Did they do anything like that after the London bombings?
Yes.
Or?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We had a yellow van which was going around to help.
We were all there.
You were all there?
Oh,
really?
yeah.
You went, whereabouts did you go? Were you...
Russell Square.
We
We were part of the emergency and we've helped quite a lot.
And do you remember the Reading train disaster?
Mm-hmm.
We went there too.
We were there.
I was there too.
And what kind of help and support did you offer?
Well, we just offer whatever they need.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if they need to assist, these locationals, or they just want people help with the cleaning up.
Because people are distressed. So, you know, you want and you opportunity for psychs when they're distressed. Okay, you need counseling. You go in, that's it. We try to keep them away. Spiritual.
Spiritual security.
Spiritual security.
Fighting the psychiatrists, keeping the psychs away.
Do you think you got through to people?
On 7/7.
Yeah.
What you just heard there was Paul Fletcher telling us that he and other Scientologists were keeping the psychs away when they went to help trauma victims amongst all the chaos of the day. And Stefania jokingly refers to it as a type of spiritual security needed to save people from the threat of receiving psychological counselling.